So this is the first time I'm making a video like this. Let's get into it. What's up, YouTube? So I've been in a slump here lately because of all the issues that I've had. But today I woke up and to my surprise, I was checking for dragon eggs to see if they started hatching. I have a clutch due on the 17th, a clutch due on the 20th. Today is the 19th when I record this. The hognoses were supposed to hatch 5 days from now, but I decided, I'm just going to check them now to see if maybe they hatched already. Boom, almost every single hognose is out. And now I got to make this video. So first I'm going to show you the parents, and then we're going to go through all of the babies. I'm going to try to sex them as best I can, and then that's it. We're going to put them away, and we're going to wait about a week, and then I'll try feeding them next week. So let's get to the parents. First, we have the dad. This is the male. He is a super yeti. A super yeti essentially is a conda, super conda snow. So super cool. This guy, one of my favorites. Now, I want to talk about sexing hognoses. A lot of people are like, well, is it like ball pythons? Do you probe them? No, they're actually really easy to sex. So they have tails that are super, super long if it's a male. So essentially this male here, this is his tail from here all the way from where my fingers are all the way past to the tip. So this is his tail. Look how long that is. It's pretty much like a finger and a half of my fingers. I'm not sure anybody else's fingers, but a finger and a half of my fingers, and that's his tail. Now I'm going to show you the female that produced these, and you'll also see how long that tail is. But again, this is the tail. This is how long the tail is from where my fingers are all the way. So this is the dad, super yeti. And then we have the mom here is the female. She is a normal het snow. So snow is essentially exanthic and albino. So the dad is a super conda snow. So visual exanthic and albino. And this is a het snow. And just to show you the tail situation that I was mentioning, this is her tail. That's it. That's all the tail she got. Just a little bit tail. It's about half the length of the male. So yeah, males have really long tails and females have really short tails. They're really easy to sex, to be honest. But that's what we have. That's where we're at. So let's go put her up and get her babies out. So here's the babies. I guess I'll meet you in the photo box and I'll show you everything I got. So because the male is a super conda, every single baby is a conda. And since the female is not a conda herself, there are no super condas in here. So we just have to deal with looking at the individual morphs and seeing what we got. So I know we have exanthics. I know we have condas. I know we have conda exanthic. I know we have condas. And I know we have conda albinos. And everything is going to be het exanthic or het albino. And then we also have some yetis, which are conda snows. So let's go to the photo box and look at these. So I decided it'd probably be easier just to do it here instead of getting the photo box set up because you won't really be able to see them that well. So let's just look at what we got. Hopefully they don't try to escape on me. So there's still one in the egg here. I moved her in here because usually they need or I moved it in here. I don't know if it's a she or a he, but usually they need some encouragement to come out of the egg. So I figured being in with her siblings, his or her siblings, they would be all right. So here we have this one here is the first one. This one's a conda. This one appears to be, I would say this one is a male. What I really like about condas is they have really wacky pattern. You can see none of them look exactly the same, even though they're all condas. So pretty cool. Put this one back. And then we have this one. This one's the male too. So because this is my first time sexing baby hognoses, I have to double check myself over and over again. This one's definitely longer than this one, I believe. Go back in there. Go back in there. No, they're about the same. So these two are males. So these are both Conda het snow males. And then this one wants to come out, so let's look at this one. Chill, chill, chill. So this one's a Conda exanthic. So this one's an exanthic Conda. Let's go look at some other ones. This one is female.
Pink. Pink in my pink. Yes, I know.
This one here is a Yeti. So it's a Conda snow. This one's also a female. Pretty cool. So we got quite a few things here, but again, everything's a Conda. I'll have to separate them. I think I'm gonna separate them by gender, keep all the females together and keep all the males together. So you can technically keep them together for a while until they start eating, and then you can start separating them one by one. So I'm probably gonna do 5 per tub since there's 15 here, and then once they start eating, I'm gonna start separating them. But that's what we have. It's a bunch of little baby hognoses. So
I hope they want me to come back.
So this is kind of what I'm gonna set it up as. Have some fake greenery, a little hide. Put some paper towels in here. Make it wet. I don't think there's enough room for both of them. There's not. So, let's just put them side by side. Yeah. All right. They don't have to be having a whole lot of area. Just trying to keep them together. And I guess I could put some of these in here. I'll just wait for the paper towel to dry a little bit. So let's look at this one first. This one's a male, so I guess we'll start off with males. Put a male in there. Another male. Another male. Another male. That's 4, right? And another male. So those are all males. That's 5. So put these up now. I guess we can do females in this bin if I can find some. Guess we're doing males. This is another male. And another one. Wait, this one's definitely a male. Well, I may have been wrong this entire time. These are all females. Because this one's definitely a male. Yep, this one's definitely a male. And this one's a male. So this is a male. These two are females then. So I guess I'm doing females. Now I have to check the other ones, make sure they're all the same length tail. This one's a short tail. Short tail. Short tail. So that's 5. Put these up. So I got to double check all these now. This one's a male. This one's a male. This one's a male. So I was right on these. I guess, see, that's the thing. You're checking for tails. This one's a shorter tail than the other ones. This one escaped. And this one's a male. So I was right on all of them except for one. So why it's good to double check. And then this one's a male. So now there's 5 in here. All males. Now I'm hoping these are all females, because then they'd all have to be together. Okay. Male, of course. Female. Female. So these 3 are females. This one's a male. I'm gonna put what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna put, and this one's a female too. Yeah. Little escape artist. Okay, so we have 4 females in here. Or no, which one's the male? Dang it, I forgot which one the male is. I think it's this one. Yeah. So this one's the male. Now I can show myself which one's the male. That way I can keep track of the male in here. Okay. And this one, the egg, she hid again. So I gotta get her out. Male. Okay. All right. So we got 2 males and a female in here. 2 males and 3 females in here. That's good. That means we did better on the females than the males. So I think my favorite one So I also want to say that I am partial to this combo because I have one that is exactly this combo, but I love the Conda albinos. So it's hard to picture or capture the color in the camera, but these are red albinos. So they're actually going to be redder as adults. Love this one's color. This is a female, by the way. All right, so I got to count everything again. It's 4 Yetis, 2 Xanthic Condas, 5 albino Condas. So that is 11. And then I have 4 Condas that are het snow. God, I can't keep track of everything. So out of everything, I ended up with 8 females and 7. Yeah, 8 females and 7 males is what I ended up with. So that's a pretty good ratio in my opinion. I'm pretty stoked about it. Let's hope everybody eats like they're supposed to. And that's really all I got. So if you made it this far into the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything that I put out in the future. As always, peace.